Hello viewers, welcome back. This video is about the nature of the eyes and how to care it when doing our regular works like reading, writing, watching television, etc. Our eyes are the most valuable possession of us that makes us get connected to this world as well as the inner world. So, it's aptly called as the windows of the body through which we can see both in and out. So, kindly understand the value of the eyes. Our mind resides in our eyes as a transparent layer. So, rather than seeing it through the eyes, if we use spectacles, it impairs our eyes, not only our eyes, our brain, and our mind drastically in a slow pace. Also, our eyes have 3D vision capability, whereas spectacles have 2D vision capability only. So, by using it round the clock, we start seeing the world in just 2D, though we are really gifted a 3D vision. So, until you gain confidence to remove the spectacles, use it wisely only when it's really needed. Now let's learn the basics of how to use our eyes, the most valuable treasure of our body, for entering the world colorfully lifelong. How are the eyelids used and how it should be used? The upper eyelids should remain downwards always, keeping the eye only half open. While looking upwards or in front, the upper lids shouldn't be raised, but instead we should raise our chin. It's very important for the myopic patients to keep the lids in the right position. It develops mobility in the eyes. Next comes the blinking. The upper eyelid comes a little downwards to cover the pupil and it's raised again. We should blink at least 10 times a minute. Make it a regular routine to blink, but don't wink. Now comes the reading. Keep the book at a lower level of the chin so that the lids are not raised. Then blink twice at least in reading one line. There is a way of printing the alphabets in a very small sized font. We term it as fine print. Reading the fine print characters relaxes our eyes. But it's a common myth thinking that the small sized letters are a strain, and we used to give the bigger fonted letters or the books to the children, believing that it relaxes their eyes, but the opposite is the reality. So, reading it without straining, with the dimmer the light in which it can be read, and the closer to the eyes it can be held, the greater the benefit we can enjoy for our eyes. By this means, severe pain in the eye have been relieved in a few minutes, even instantly, because it can't be done unless the eyes are relaxed. So it even cures presbyopia. It can be done in the candlelight or the dim light. Next, let us learn how to write properly, focusing our eyes. Keep the eyesight on the point of the pen tip and move your sight along with its movement and blink frequently. The more you blink, the more the eyes gets relaxed. Not to look at the previously written letters. It's a strain for our eyes. Seaming is one of the best eye exercise. Move the eyes with the movement of the needle, both up and down of the needle, to the cloth. It relieves the strain. Next is the cinema. So when we enjoy the cinema, normally we are not conscious. We go to an idle state in the mind. We just enjoy it. Rather, sit erect comfortably, keep your upper eyelids down while raising the chin a little up and blink frequently as and when needed. Don't keep the eyelids raised and don't stop blinking. Let's learn what a white line or a white space is. The white space in between the lines of print is called the white lines. Look at the white lines of fine print of the reading test type. Shift your sight on the white line just below the line of letters from one end to the other. Then blink gently at each line. Make no effort to see the letters. Now the letters above the white line will appear more distinct than before. It's a magic. If the letters are visible, the mind will automatically view and read them. It's okay. But an effort to see them shouldn't be there. So what are the benefits? It improves the reading sight and relieves the pain instantly and the discomfort of the eye. Also, the space between the individual character in a word is called as the white space. After knowing how to read and write, now let us learn about the holding distance of the book. The book should be within 10 to 12 inches from the eyes of the children. 10 inches is normal, good if able to read books in candle lights. The power of artificial lights should not be too powerful. In that case, the glare from the paper used to cause pain in the eyes. Blinking and reading fine print soothes the eyes. Moving head side to side and blinking twice in each line is a good eye exercise. The difference between the eyesight and the vision is that the vision is a process of mental interpretation of retinal images. That is, our eyes works just as a camera, but the mind inside the eyes does the magic. It interprets the retinal images into the mental interpretation, which we call as the vision. So, the eyes, the mind, and the act of seeing are so closely associated. The eyes without the mind will mechanically photograph the image but will not interpret it. Next comes the mobility. The mobility is the one which our eyes need every microsecond of our life. It can be developed by blinking, long and short swing, ball game, table tennis, badminton, walking, and observing the object besides one moving in the opposite direction, etc. The mobility relaxes the eyes. The final concept in this video was the central fixation. So what's it? It's the concept of seeing or focusing what or where exactly we see more clearly rather than trying to see the object or the space in whole. So, we are just pointing to a particular point rather than the whole area. Snellen's eye testing chart is used beneficially for this purpose in treating the eye errors or the focal errors. Focus on each letter's top and immediately shift the sight to the bottom. Blink once, then shift from the bottom to the top of the letter. So what's the effect? The letter appears to move in the opposite direction. The part of the letter regarded appears clearest. We can sight similarly our focus sight between the left and right side of the letter in the above manner. We can follow this to any kind of images or the pictures or the objects we see in our daily life. Take care and bye bye. Have a nice time. See you later.